During World War II, the US planned to use atomic bombs to end the war with Japan. Kyoto was one of the top choices on that target list. And the thing is, the senior US official Henry Stimson, who was the Secretary of War at that time, had once traveled to Japan with his wife about 19 years earlier. During that trip, they completely fell in love with Kyoto, its temples, history, art, and cultural richness left a lasting impression on them. So when it came time to decide on the atomic bomb target, Stimson strongly insisted on convincing President Truman not just once but twice to remove Kyoto from the list. He agreed that the city held immense cultural value and that destroying it could cause long-term damage to future US-Japan relations. And believe it or not, in the end, Kyoto was removed from the target list and replaced by Hiroshima. Another city on the target list was Kokura, a major industrial hub in Japan. But when the plane arrived over Kokura, the city was completely covered in clouds and thick haze, making it impossible for the crew to visually confirm the target. At the time, US bombing policy required that the targets must be clearly visible before the bomb could be released. The pilots circled the city several times, hoping the clouds would be clear, but they never did. With fuel running low, the crew diverged to the secondary target, Nagasaki. Although Nagasaki was also partially covered by clouds, there was a brief opening that reveals the target, and the bomb was dropped. As a result, Kokura was spared from destructions purely due to the weather conditions, but Nagasaki became the second city to be hit by an atomic bomb. I read this from Fluke by Brian Klaas. One city survived because of a cloud, another was destroyed because the sky opened. It was not strategy, it was not justice. Sometimes things just happen. We know the bomb ended the war, but we don't know why it has to be those cities, or why hard things often seem to happen to us. Life doesn't ask if we are ready, it doesn't care if we want it or not, and that's the truth. I was once seriously ill for a long time, and I still don't know why, but it taught me to take a better care of myself. I used to feel jealous of people who didn't have to work out or spend time on their health, but I have come to realize that they are often not as healthy as people who actually take care of themselves. So I shifted my mindset. I started to enjoy eating better, exercising more, and building strength from the inside out. And it showed me that even the smallest things can change our lives. I like this example, as sometimes we get ill because we didn't take care of ourselves. Sometimes because we didn't eat well, and sometimes it's due to genetics or other reasons we may never fully understand. But we can still try to improve our health, even if it's never guaranteed the result, even if it doesn't mean you will beat cancer. If there is a chance, it is worth trying. And it's not that we see everything as a fluke or just a coincidence. We know that we still have to learn from what happens to us. We can grow, make improvements, and adjust along the way. That's why choosing to seek out opportunities, try new things, develop ourselves, or simply meet someone, it all matters. Because even the smallest actions can open unexpected doors. But we must also remember, we can't control everything. Our paths are shaped by so many things. Our genes, our upbringing, our environments, the time of events, all outside of our control. And that might not help us get to where we want to be, but if we keep looking, keep searching for ways, we might start to see what life is offering to us. Notice the small good things, even in the worst moments. Because more important than the reason behind what happens is the perspective we choose to carry. And that perspective, that mindset, is what helps us keep going.